Hi guys, Winkle here. The Russians are pushing forward, things are hotting up and we've got to go and provide cap over Talps, if that's the way you pronounce it. We follow our waypoints. Let's have a look at the mission planner. As usual, we're taking off from Crimps, we're taking off from 2-2. These are our headings. We follow the coast along and then we're going to come in here. Now I've flown this mission once before and what I ended up doing was coming in here, missing the bombers, which are around this area, turning back home, engaging the MiG-21s and shooting a couple of MiG-21s down. Now I did successfully complete the mission doing that because the rest of the guys shot the bombers down. But the brief is the bombers are a priority. So this time when I get here I have a really close look for the bombers, and if I can't see them I'll use Jaeger vision and we'll come in that way. Okay, let's get stuck in.
Ready to start, sir. Bring this one back home.
Okay, will do. Let's get permission to start up.
Krimsk, in field, 1-1, request startup.
Beautiful F4's taking off there. Okay. Left gen, right gen, left fuel pump, right fuel pump, out fuel tank.
Chief, connect ground air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Field 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Group 098-490 at 1,500. Chief,
Okay, let's start the port engine.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Enfield
Up
1-1,
to 10%.
Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 134, Fort 120 at
Take the throttle into standby. Needles coming up.
Overlord 1-1, passing waypoint 2 at 27,000.
Let's just get a few of our systems sorted while we're waiting.
Enfield 1-1,
Back up
Overlord
artificial
1-1,
horizon,
pop-up group
uncaged.
098-490 at 1,000, flanking.
Let's just say adios to our pilot for a moment. Chaff and flare on.
1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up
Right, our
group
needles have come down.
134, Fort 120 at 500, flanking.
Let's get our starboard engine started.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Overlord 1-1,
Okay.
pop-up group
Coming up to 10%.
099-490 at 2,500,
That's our start
flanking.
button. Out of cut off into idle. Needles coming up, join throttles together. Okay. Now we can put our dampers in, we can put our radar to standby. We can put our sidewinders on. We won't arm them just yet. Put our RWR on to warm up. And we put our pitot heat on. Ask the ground crew to disconnect ground air supply.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Should have our man over here, there he is.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Right, good. Let's shut the canopy. Put our mirrors on. Let's set our trim for takeoff. On that about 7.
Enfield 1-1.
On there, that's absolutely fine. Everything's good down here. Leave the pilot out for a moment. We have got TACAM, we can put that in later, it's no problem.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group
Okay, all
134,
looks
Fort 120
good.
at 1,000, flanking.
Right, let's request taxi to runway.
Overlord 1-1, Krimsk, Enfield 1-1, request taxi to runway. Overlord 1-1,
Gun sight
station
on.
at Bull 020 for 35 at 24,000.
There comes the other flight.
Enfield
So we won't
1-1,
get permission
Overlord 1-1,
to taxi
Rob
just yet.
105 480 at 11,000, flanking. Enfield
Let's put
1-1,
our speed
Overlord
brakes in.
1-1, pop-up group 134 Fort 120
Flaps
at
to auto.
1,500, flanking.
Just going through my checklist. Fuel is set.
1-1. Krimsk, clear to taxi to runway 22.
Thank you.
Rolling.
Right, so our wingman here is going to push in front of us. That's fine.
1-1. Bra 138 for 120 at 5,000 knots.
Right, so RWR on. We've got it on search mode, so we can see the E2 behind us there. Yeah, up there somewhere. There he is. There's the E2.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Pop-up group 138 for
Right, I'm going to arm my weapons now. We are in a war zone. Let Enfield 1-2 go out in front of us. We've got our external tanks selected. We have a centerline tank as well.
Springfield 1 airborne. Overlord
Right, Enfield 1-2 is moving off.
07 480 at 11,000 knots. Enfield
Rolling.
of group 136 for 120 at 2,500 flanking.
Okay, let's just whiz around behind him.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Pop-up
Then we
group
just need to
136
extend our nose wheel.
120 at 2,000 flanking.
Okay, so extend our nose wheel.
Overlord 1-1. Bra
Turn our radar on now.
470 at 11,000.
Say hello to our pilot. Request takeoff. Oh, it's given us permission to take off. Thank you. Off we go. Full meal. Nose wheel steering's engaged. Into afterburner.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 143 for 120.
Pulling to the right slightly. Nose wheel gear.
Flanking.
Steering disengaged. 170 knots. Start easing back.
Enfield
Gear up.
137.
Keep the nose down. Trim the aircraft out.
At 1,500 flanking.
Let's keep that nose down.
Overlord
At 300 knots. But we've got plenty of fuel, so I'm just going to keep going.
at 4,000 knots.
We're on heading.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1.
It's good. We'll head out to the coast and then we'll turn left. We should get guidance onto our heading. That will be, just check my kneeboard, 127 degrees, but there or thereabouts, but we will be advised on that when we get there. 400 knots. Okay, just ease back out of that for a moment. Ease the throttle back. Come back to about 3,000 pounds an hour.
1,500 flanking.
Trim the aircraft. And heading is good. We're just monitoring the AWACS now. So they're 139 for 110 miles, hot, 1,000 feet. So they're not a threat to us at the moment, but we can just monitor that for our situational awareness. You see in our RWR here, we're picking up the SAM systems, the enemy SAM systems off to our 9 o'clock.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 138 for 110 at 1,500 knots.
Right, we will tune our attack heading now because we may be a little bit busy later. Yeah, 80 X-ray, I believe it was.
Springfield 1, passing waypoint 2.
Put that on, transmit, receive. That's fine. We'll just allow the Morse to annoy us for a bit because you can't turn it down straight away. It's a little glitch. I'll turn it down in a sec.
Enfield 1-1,
Yeah,
Overlord
we're
1-1,
approaching
pop-up group 134, Fort 110
coast.
at 1,000, flanking.
Steady rate of climb, it's got to 11,000 feet, £2,500 an hour. Weapon system is engaged. Let's see if we can turn that down.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 134, Fort 110 at 1,500.
So quite low, 134 for 110 at 1,500 feet.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 133, Fort
They are hot on the sun.
at 1,500 hot.
That's fine. Let's see if we can turn that down. That's it. Okay, a beautiful day.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up
Enfield flight, turn left, heading 135.
135.
Infield 2.
flanking.
That SAR mission was tough.
That's a firm. RF-5s have short legs. Let's keep an eye on the fuel today. We are deep in the Badlands.
Group 129, Fort 100
Infield 2, rogue.
at 2,000, flanking. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 128, Fort 110 at 2,000, flanking.
Coming left onto 135. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit of speed up here because we need to arrive before the fight's over.
Enfield 1-1,
I'm just going to get the burner in.
1-1, pop-up group 129, Fort 100 at 2,000, hot. Enfield 1-1,
That's it.
Overlord 1-1,
And just
pop-up
bring the
group
nozzle
129,
position down a little bit.
100 at 1,500,
That's
flanking.
fine. Trim the nose, the aircraft out. At 14,000 feet, I don't really want to go much above this. I know it says, I think it says 20,000 feet on the flight plan, but I've flown this a couple of times now, this mission, and the bombers, which are Su-17s we want to get, are quite low. They're quite difficult to pick up on your radar if you're high. Right, F5 behind us there, you can see that on the RWR. I'm just going to see if I can get Jaeger vision working.
Enfield 1-1,
I may well need it, or not may well, I will definitely need it.
Fort 100 at 1,000, flanking. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 128, Fort 90.
128 for 90 at 1,000.
flanking.
They're flanking, so yeah, so we're going out to sea, bypassing their SAM sites here, and then coming in behind them to try and engage the bombers.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 129.
I've flown this a couple of times now.
Flanking.
The first time I went in and flew straight past the bombers when I reviewed it afterwards and engaged a couple of MiG-21s, took them out, landed back at Quimps and completed the mission, but it's not our task to take the MiG-21s out, we need to take the bombers out. So I'm just going to check that out. Right, okay, so in front of us here now, 2 aircraft right off my nose
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1,
at
077 450 at 15,000 knots.
5 miles. What's going on here?
Colt 1, engaging bandit at bullseye 054 435 at 900. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, engaging
Can't see anybody.
435 at 900.
Ah, F5. 2 F5s. Okay, fine.
Field 1-1, Overlord.
Right, let's check our heading.
Pop-up group 129-480
135 I want to be at.
5,000 knots.
Right, so I've just got my Jaeger vision working there. That's good. I need that. Okay, back onto 135. There we go. It's 6,000 feet.
1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 104, 450 at
Those guys are low as well.
5,000 knots.
Let's just put our radar back up to about 10,000 feet. Right, okay, let's get rid of our
1, passing waypoint 3 at 800
external tank.
knots.
Down. On spike. 9 o'clock.
Bra 102,
Adios.
445 at 5,000 knots.
Infield flight, turn left, heading 115.
Field
115.
Keep an eye on that Sam. I don't like it when we're between them and our lines.
445 at 5,000 knots.
115. Okay. Right, this is really need to keep an eye out for these guys now. In fact, I'm going to drop my centerline tank as well. That's done. Cancel that. Balance our internal fuel tanks out. Right, let's keep our eyes peeled. Right, let's tell my guy to engage bandits. Bandits, here we go.
Engage bandits.
6,000 feet.
Down. Engaging bandit.
Yeah, hopefully.
Up down. On spike. 11 o'clock.
Sea's like a mill pond today.
Colt 1.
Down. Contact bearing 037.25.
037 for 25.
Springfield 1. Passing waypoint 4 at 800.
F4s are off to our left. We can see those over here on RWR.
Bandit at Bullseye.
Infield flight, turn left, heading 060. Noses high. Here we are.
060.
Spread right.
060.
Down. Engaging bandit.
Okay, where are those SU-17s? Right, I'm at nearly 600 knots. Right, let's check our radar, bring that down, there we go, one off our nose, something off our nose there, two off our nose. Either that or it's terrain. Nothing on radar. F5 over there to our 9 o'clock.
Down. Contact bearing 100.20.
100 for 20.
Down. On spike. 8 o'clock. Down. On spike. 9 o'clock.
Keep an eye open. See if we can get anything on our radar. 4 aircraft. 10 miles, yes. Right, they're aircraft, that's not terrain. Yes, picked them up there, we've got Jaeger vision on. Here we go, they have got... Right, we're out of burner. Because they have got R60 missiles. Box 2. Splash. Flares out. Right, it's too much of a close act. Right, reversing my turn on him. Here we go. Uncaged Seeker ahead. Box 2. Splash. MiG-21 straight ahead. I know we're after the bombers, but what's on my tail? What's on my tail? No, looks clear. MiG-21. Let's go after him, switching to guns. Check my 6. Just an AIM-7 flying around. Where'd that MiG-21 go? There it is. Check my 6. MiG-21, where are you? Yeah. Straight off the nose. Right, let's check that out. We're not going to go over a SAM site by the look of it. MiG-21 on my tail. I think he's been engaged by my man. I'm at 650 knots. Let's check my RWR. Coming near the surface to our missile sites. I'm going miles too fast to manoeuvre. It's come out of burner. I do want to catch him. Right,
Second group is gone.
he's getting scared now. Right, we're in gun range. Whoa, he's dead. Good job, whoever did that. Good wingman. Okay, let's keep our SA on. Do not want to get shot by the surface-to-air missile systems. Right. Krimsk is off our left shoulder. Can't see, there's an F4 up there. Oh, here we go. MiG-21. Burners on. He's taking a shot at our F4, he misses. Check our 6. Right, 550 knots, that's fast enough. Right, it looks like all friendlies on one MiG-21. Guns are selected. Burner in. There we go. Right, that's fine. Stay on his 6, stay in lag. Out burner. Downhill. F4 on his tail. So give it some. Whoa, that is a long burst. It's giving them a good run for their money.
Engaging bandit at bullseye 450 at 14,000.
Burner is in.
Springfield 1 engaging bandit at bulls.
Quickly look at my airspeed.
450 at
It's too slow.
15,000.
He's off. Let the energy build up.
Springfield 1 engaging bandit at bulls 113 450 at 15,000.
He's dead. Out of burner.
60 at 35,000.
The MiGs are down.
Okay.
All clear. No other fighters
Right,
in your
okay.
area.
That's fine. Can't do any more. I'm heading out to sea. I'm not going to fly over the SAMs. That is the waypoint back, but
Enfield Gwen 1 Overlord Gwen 1.
seems like a very
460 at 1,000.
one-way ticket to the graveyard, that one. So I'm going back out to sea,
Colt 1 engaging bandit.
and then I'm going to fly up the coast and come back in to Krimsk. So we can see on our attack end here the arrows pointing at Krimsk.
1,000 flanking.
So I'm I'll just fly out here for a bit. As you can see, we've got various SAM sites here. We can also confirm where Krimsk is with the Hawk system over there. Can fly. I have flown back on the coordinates set up on the briefing, but it gets a bit hairy. There's an SA6 on the east side. There's a corridor you have to fly down the middle of, and you end up with all sorts of stuff firing at you if you're not quite spot on. So I'll go out to sea, play it safe. We've got plenty of fuel. Just monitor our fuel flow, bring it to about 2.5. We've got an F4 of about 7-8 o'clock. Get a bit of altitude, 500 knots. Let's step our radar back up. 40. Right, let's see if we can communicate with our wingman if he's still alive. Rejoin formation.
Flight, join up.
Excellent. Right, well, I can deactivate my air-to-air missiles because we fired both of those. 2 splashes, which is great. Right, that's okay. I'm going to turn and fly up the coast now. So we can see from our RWR that most of the enemy missile systems are behind us, off to our sort of 4-5 o'clock. Krimsk is off to our 2 o'clock, which can confirm with our little arrow on our indicator here, which is linked to the TACAN. Plenty of fuel, 500 knots, don't need to be too conservative. F4 behind us. See our wingman. So all the action happens over the coast there. The first time I flew this, I flew straight past it, turned left, engaged in the 21s as I said earlier, but really need to SAM launch 1 o'clock, he's saying. No, we haven't got any track radar on us. No. Using the SAM 12 o'clock. We're good. I think maybe he got a hit on the head, or he's got hypoxia or something. Well, I'm looking out just in case. I think we're good. Yeah, I mean, he's a long way behind us off to our right, so he may well be getting engaged. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, he's big enough and ugly enough to look after himself, so... Right, I'm going to head into Krimsk. I'll just let Krimsk approach know that we're coming in.
Krimsk, in field, 1-1, inbound.
We'll just turn in anyway on a gradual turn here. We know where we are geographically because we can see the contours. So we know we're safe.
Krimsk, in field, 1-1, inbound. 1,500 knots.
This is like flying into the 2K, this is.
Infield 1-1 inbound.
There we go, eventually.
Fly heading 022 429. QFE 29 decimal 87. Runway 22.
022 for 29. Yeah, we know where we're going.
Springfield 1. Tally man at Bulls 124 4110 at 7,000.
Grimps, this is Winkle 11, request flyby.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1.
No response, that can only mean one thing.
110 at 1,500 flanking.
Enfield 1-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower.
Krimsk, Enfield 1-1, request landing.
A little bit foggy.
Eating bandit at bullseye 124 4120 at 4,000. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 143 4110 at 1,500 flanking. Springfield 1, defending bandit at bullseye 125 4120. Springfield 1, in from the southwest, engaging bandit at bulls 124 4120. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 145 4110 at 1,500 knots.
Enfield 1-1. Crimp. Check landing gear. Wind 274 at 3 meters per second. Runway 22.
Springfield 1, engaging bandit at bullseye 123 4120 at 1,100.
Hi guys, welcome to the debrief. Right, so we take off from Crimps because we know there's the F4s going off. There's our flight of F5s, and then we come along with our wingman here, whiz along the coast, and just turn in here. Now we can see our SU-17s coming from right to left. We had to play to our strengths with our fairly rudimentary radar. You can get it to work to your advantage. Came down low. Yes, we did use Jaeger vision when we got near, but we did actually pick them up on the radar. We genuinely did do that. So as we're coming along here, we see our SU-17s. We've got AIM-7s out already. We've got SA-6s launching on our F4s up here. So this will give you a good situational awareness of what actually happened. So we pick up our SU-17s, we turn in. These guys go for our other flight over here. We disrupt this little flight here. Turn in, uncage the seeker head, put a lot of lead as you can see. You've got to really help these old missiles. bang. If you just point straight at them and fire it, you'll never hit them. You've got to uncage the seeker head, pull lead. Right, we've got flares going out. We turn into this guy. That's it, now we reverse our turn. And he's just signed his own death warrant because he's just flown straight and level effectively. That's it. We do uncage the seeker head, but we don't really need to pull too much lead because we're aiming straight at him. Bang, he's gone. Right, great, well pleased with that. It's all kicking off. We've got aim 7s whizzing around, and then the MiG-21s are over here. This Su-17 is still getting engaged by our guys. Must keep aware of where the enemy surface-to-air missile sites are when we're flying around this area. Keep our SA. Aim 9 coming out here on this MiG-21. We go after this MiG-21 here over the coast. If we're out over the coast, we're safe. You see how dangerous these SA-6 is over here. We really get motoring now to try and catch this guy. Everyone's after him. It's a bit of a turkey shoot. Aim 9 head on. That misses. Another aim 9. Bang. Good shot. He's gone. Just a MiG-21 over here, really. So we're keeping SAs, fired a P-60 out. And then we all go after this MiG-21, if you remember. That's that long burst from the F4. That's it, he's finished. So we have a look round. There's nothing about. The AWACS tells us picture's clear. We head back. I go out to the coast. What we should do is sort of fly up here somewhere. Up here. But I have done it, but it's a little bit hairy. So we basically go back to the coast. Like the coast. So these guys are launching. They're launching at my wingman here, which he was calling out. So you've got to really be careful here and keep away from the coast. You know, you can't just fly back. Let's actually have a look how the other guys came back, if we can see. Because I think it's sort of up this corridor here between these two SA-6s. So you can watch these guys coming back. You know, you're not going to last long if we do that. See if they get launched on. No. But much safer just to go out to sea, in my view. So we buzz the tower. And then we come in and land. I won't go through that. There was a slight incident at the end of the runway, which we don't need to talk about. But I've been away on holiday for a few days, so this is late anyway. I didn't want to refly the mission. I didn't get killed, but it's slightly embarrassing. Let's just put it that way. But we'll get this one put up. There's a few tips there on how to get through this mission, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Winkle out.